Hey guys, so today is going to be a very requested pregnancy vlog. I have not obviously filmed one of these since the last time I was pregnant, and ever since I announced my pregnancy Easter, I announced it Easter on all social media, and I think I talked about it the next day, I think, on my beauty channel, and then I've kind of been talking about it here and there on my vlog channel, which is where you guys are now. So in case you guys are new to my channel, I am pregnant with my third child, but with my second full-term pregnancy. I did do pregnancy vlogs with my first child, Maddie, my first pregnancy. We actually have, this is going to be our third child. Our oldest is adopted, Emily. If you follow my vlogs regularly, you know that, but if you are new to my channel, you would not know that. So we adopted her in November 2012, and then we had Maddie in October 2013, and I am currently 17 weeks, 6 days pregnant with my second pregnancy, third child, and I am due September 11th of this year, 2016. So every Sunday I turn a new week, so I'm filming this on a Saturday. I'm going to try and get this up for you guys today, which means tomorrow on Sunday I will turn 18 weeks. I am well into my second trimester. I totally meant to film these when I was a little bit earlier in my pregnancy. However, I have had kind of a rough pregnancy, and definitely a different pregnancy from my first one so far. So in my pregnancy vlogs, just like before, I will definitely talk about maternity finds, symptoms, weight gain, things that I've been craving, just things that have changed with my body in general, any type of baby finds that I have and stuff like that. Because this is our second time around, we kind of have an idea of what to expect and what's going to happen and stuff like that. I also want to preface that with saying I was a C-section for failure to progress, which means I didn't dilate past 5 centimeters for my first delivery, so I did end up being a C-section after 2 days of labor, and that was kind of not what I was expecting. Now I'm a labor and delivery nurse, and I know exactly how the body works and exactly how it goes, and I totally understand why I was a failure to progress in the first place. I was induced kind of early, and Maddie was 8 pounds 8 ounces, and so she was pretty big. So I don't expect anything less out of this baby. So that means that I will be a repeat C-section. So my delivery experience will be a lot different. I will have a scheduled C-section delivery date that I will show up for. I will have the baby, and hopefully I don't end up in labor and delivery in the middle of the night contracting or anything like that. That would be my luck though. So even though I am due September 11th, I definitely will not make it till September 11th, which is fine with me. I don't really care for that date too much anyway. So I will at least deliver a week before, if not sooner. Alright, so let's start off with how this pregnancy has gone so far. I am going to do an entire video of, when I announced it, I kind of showed you guys clippets of like behind the scenes type things, how I found out and stuff like that. But there is an entire story behind our struggles to conceive this time versus last time. I made a whole video the first time I was pregnant of my struggles to conceive, because it took us 15 months to get pregnant with Maddie, and I had to go through 2 rounds of Clomid, which is fertility medication. This time around I did not have to do that, but I will film an entire video on everything that kind of happened leading up to this pregnancy. Okay, so now into the good stuff. Like I said, I'm 17 weeks, 6 days. Now I am feeling better as far as nausea and vomiting. However, I am, if you follow my vlogs, super tired all the time. I literally feel like I have no energy. And when I say no energy, I mean no energy. Today, for instance, I woke up at around 8:30. I didn't go to bed till 1 last night, but that's because I have a hard time sleeping. I am a tummy sleeper, and I have been forced both pregnancies to sleep on my sides or my back, and neither one of those are a comfortable position for me. So I have 10 pillows surrounding me at all times to try and stay comfortable. So I do in general struggle sleeping. Yeah, in general struggle to go to sleep and fall asleep and stay asleep all night. But I woke up at 8:30, and then I was on the couch while the girls were playing, and I found myself dozing off around 11. So those are just the types of things that, if you watch my daily vlogs regularly, which are on this same channel, I just am having a hard time maintaining my entire day without taking a nap, even if I have got a wonderful full night's rest all night. So that's been the most troubling thing for me. I remember being tired and very lethargic and just exhausted with Maddie, but it went away really quickly. Like, I remember getting my energy back into my second trimester. That's not happening. Like, I feel like I am, yeah, nearly almost halfway through my second trimester, and it's just not happening. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it's not happening. With Maddie's pregnancy, I was super, not even nauseous. I just vomited all the time. I would eat and I would immediately throw it up. I would eat, I would immediately throw it up. I lost 15 pounds my first trimester with Maddie. This time around, I have found myself not to be more nauseous, I'd say, than throwing up in the very beginning. However, once I hit because I did not find out until I was 9 weeks pregnant, which is kind of strange because with Maddie, I was tracking everything since I was taking fertility medication, and I found out right away at 5 weeks, or I was like 4 weeks and some days. So I found out super quick, and then this time around I did not find out till 9 weeks, because you'll have to see my pregnancy story. That's how it happened, which was weird. I really didn't think there was a chance that I was pregnant, and what are you gonna do? So because I was 9 weeks, I really had only up until that point felt lethargy as one of my symptoms and nausea. I wasn't really vomiting or anything like that. I have always had a super weak stomach, and when I say weak, I mean weak. Like, I get car sick, I get sick on roller coasters rides, I can eat the wrong thing, I can eat too much of something and immediately throw it up, and that's just how my stomach has always been, even when I'm not pregnant. So the second I have nausea, typically you find me throwing up right after it. However, in the beginning of this pregnancy, I just had nausea, no vomiting. Lately, has been getting better. The last week and a half, 2 weeks has been getting better, but there was a stretch of 6 weeks there. I felt like 9 weeks to 15 weeks that I was, oh my gosh, probably even up to 16 weeks actually, because I'm going on week 18. Yeah, because last week I was throwing up. It's the second I don't eat something that settles right with me, it comes up, plus everything that I had during the day. And it's an awful feeling, because it's not one of those you are nauseous, you throw up and you feel better. It's my body is convulsively throwing up, which is so gross, I know. I'm sorry, but it's what's been happening, which is totally different. I also have had severe heartburn. Not too much lately, because I've been trying to stay away from the foods that trigger my heartburn, but a severe heartburn, which I did not experience until later in the pregnancy with Maddie. So that's been kind of weird. I also have felt a lot of movement. I haven't felt a true kick. I did not feel my first kick until I was 24 weeks with Maddie. I was laying down in the loft, I remember, on our mattress when we were changing out our bed and everything. And Andres had his hand on my belly, and we both felt the kick, and you could see it on the outside of my stomach. I was a little heavier with Maddie when I was about 30 pounds heavier than I am now when I was pregnant with her. So, there was more fat around my stomach at that point. However, I have a lot of loose skin this time around. And I think it's just from gaining and losing weight, and then plus being pregnant and losing. From the time that I delivered Maddie to now, I'm about 50 pounds lighter. So that just shows you 50 pounds can give you loose skin, and for me, until my belly stretches back out, I do have a lot of loose skin. So I'm not able to feel or see baby kicks or anything like that on the outside of my belly. No one else can feel it, but since about 13 or 14 weeks, I've felt flutters, butterfly tickles and stuff like that, and most recently I can feel what feels like rolling or tumbling around of the baby and stuff like that, and it just gives me kind of that tingling sensation of when you're on a ride or on a roller coaster and you drop that I don't know, dropping of your stomach. That's kind of what it feels like, which is new too, because I guess I didn't know what it would feel like with Maddie, so I didn't experience it till way later in the pregnancy, and I've already been experiencing it for several weeks, so that's really neat. I have not had any cravings thus far. I would say that my eating has not been great, but it's not been horrible. I have been trying my hardest to pick healthier choices, especially when I'm eating at home and stuff like that. I have been enjoying more salads recently. I wouldn't say that I've been craving them I absolutely have to have them, but I found out really quickly that greasy food was not settling with my stomach, which most people it does not settle with anyway, but I've eaten greasy food my whole life, so I never had a problem with it. But for some reason this pregnancy, if I eat something that's too greasy, it comes up. Like the other night I had pasta with a little bit of butter and garlic salt, completely came up, and it wasn't even super greasy. It was just like the fat of the butter, I guess, just didn't settle with me, so it all came up. So that has been one thing that I've noticed, which has in turn made me try and pick, even if I eat something unhealthy, something healthier to go along with it. I've been trying to ingest more fruits and vegetables to keep everything regular and all that kind of stuff. But other than that, I really haven't had any super cravings, like, oh my god, I need a pickle, oh, I need ice cream, whatever. I really haven't had anything yet. However, I don't remember with Maddie having anything this soon either. I remember it later in the pregnancy. So lucky for me, I was pregnant around the exact same time. I was due October 13th with Maddie, and I ended up delivering her on October 1st. So I was pregnant right around the same time that I am now, shy about a month. So all my pregnancy clothes, and I'm smaller now than I was when I was pregnant with Maddie, all of them still fit fine. A lot of them actually are kind of big, and I have to kind of wait till I get a little bit bigger for that panel to fit over my belly. I have been wearing maternity clothes. I started really early with Maddie wearing maternity clothes, and this pregnancy felt no different. I felt like around 13 weeks I started wearing maternity pants. My shirts I just kind of interchange, but pants just simply because my belly, since I've had extra skin since being pregnant the first time, my pants, my regular pants and stuff, felt like it was cutting into my stomach a little bit more, and it was uncomfortable when I would sit down. And I knew if it's uncomfortable regularly, it would be even more uncomfortable being pregnant. So I kind of just switched over to maternity clothes pretty quick. But all my maternity clothes that I got before were either from Target or from Motherhood Maternity. And I did shop the plus size section. Like I have 2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of leggings, a pair of capris, a pair of dress capris, a pair of cargo pants, a pair of coral jeans, and a pair of shorts that are all from Motherhood Maternity that I got during my first pregnancy. And I will have my pregnancy playlist listed down below in the more info box if you're interested in seeing anything about my first pregnancy. It was, 3 years ago now, so not really much has changed, but a lot has changed. I also did recently, when I went with Steph and Corey and Bia to Target probably a month and a half ago, pick up some maternity clothes. The outfit that I'm wearing right now is all maternity, and it's from Liz Lang, I think. Yeah, Liz Lang is the Target's maternity. It's a little bit more affordable than Motherhood Maternity, and they do have some plus size. Like my shorts are a 2X. I actually think both of them are a 2X, which is what I wear in the plus size section of Motherhood Maternity. That my jeans, my shorts were like $50 or $60. I think these were $25 at Target. So I did pick up 2 shirts and then a pair of shorts and a swimsuit, but the swimsuit is just, I picked it up bigger so I could wear it all summer, but it wasn't actually pregnancy related or a maternity swimsuit. I think that's about it. We don't know the gender yet. Okay. I kind of don't want to know the gender. This is our last baby, I'm pretty sure of it. However, I'm not getting my tubes tied. That's probably one question I'm going to get because I'm having a C-section. If I would get a tubal with it, probably not. I haven't made up my decision yet, but I don't think so. It's just so final to me. I feel like right now this is our last baby. We're going to be a family of 5. I can't even imagine traipsing around the world as a family of 5, let alone having another one. So I'm pretty sure we're done. And Andres is he's 10 years older than I am, so he's pretty sure he's done too. So I haven't made my decision yet. However, as of right now, this is my last pregnancy, and so I thought it would be really fun. We have 2 girls, so if it's another girl, hey, another girl. If it's a boy, great. Like, I really don't care what it is. Nor should I don't really think anyone should ever care what they're having. However, some people do have preferences. I really could care less. It would be easier for us to have another girl for multiple reasons. I know how girls work. I am a girl, obviously, and I have 2 of them. So it would be easy for me to raise another one. We also have everything. I have saved every single thing from Maddie's day of birth on up to about 2 years old. After 2 years old, she has started to become more ratty with her clothes and just a little more destructive, and I haven't been able to save anything. We've kind of been passing them on to like yard sales and stuff like that. But up until about 2 years old, I have every single piece of clothing, socks, shoes, everything, jammies, bibs, anything and everything she used as an infant and beyond, I still have. So if we had a little girl, it would be great. We even have a crib. We would have everything for that little girl. If it's a boy, we'd have to start completely over, and I would have no clue how to take care of a boy. But mother's instinct would kick in, I know it, and so I'm not worried. So that's kind of why I'm like, I don't really care if I know or not. However, Andres with Maddie wanted to find out sooner rather than later. He just kind of feels like he doesn't get to experience the kicks and the morning sickness and all the fun things that he feels like comes with pregnancy. And I love being pregnant, so I can't say I'll take every bit of the misery to be able to experience it, and he doesn't get to experience it. And so for him, it's really special for him to find out the sex before me. So we do have a sonogram. I think it's next week, where he'll get to find out the gender, and then I haven't decided if I want to have a gender reveal party. I think that would be really neat too, to still find out in a really surprising way. But I kind of was like, maybe you should just announce it to me, you know, when we're in the delivery room. But then, like, I just think, I don't know that I want to do that either. I don't know. I'm such a planner, so I just, especially if it were a boy and we'd have to buy everything, I definitely would want to plan that ahead of time. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, really. So I'll let you guys know as that comes along. What else? Weight gain. I have actually only gained 0.4 pounds total, like from my starting pregnancy weight to today, 0.4 pounds, which is great. I only gained 23 pounds with Maddie, but even I was heavier with Maddie. And okay, the thing is with Maddie is I was so swollen that I think I had gained like 12 pounds or something up until like my last 7-8 weeks, and I was so swollen from then on out. I ended up gaining 23. But as soon as I delivered her, you know, all the placenta of all my fluids and stuff released and everything went down, at my 2-week postpartum checkup, I had lost 30 pounds. So I gained 23 but lost 30 immediately. So that just shows you how swollen I was, and I'm really hoping that that happens this time. A lot of you guys were curious about Weight Loss Wednesday. Obviously, I'm not doing Weight Loss Wednesday because it's not really safe for me to continue to maintain, or maintaining would be okay, but losing weight during pregnancy, even at my size. My doctor doesn't really want me to lose more, to gain more than 10 to 15 pounds. I'm going to try my hardest, you know, considering I'm almost halfway and I've only gained not even a pound is great. However, this is the time when your body starts to balance out a little bit. You're no longer throwing up, you know, you start to have more cravings, your body starts to produce more fluid, you start to become swollen. So it definitely could get on up there. As long as I'm healthy and everything's okay with baby, I really don't care. I would love to be back down to what I was before I got pregnant, and when I was trying to lose weight after pregnancy. That would be fantastic. That way I can just start from fresh after I deliver, but we'll see. So if you guys have any specific questions for me, I will try and do pregnancy updates every couple of weeks. It's kind of hard in the beginning because you only have appointments every 4 weeks and there's really nothing to report. Oh, I did want to mention also, from being tired, I asked my doctor if maybe I was anemic or anything, and she said no, I was not anemic, nothing was wrong with that. She did test me for vitamin D deficiency just to be on the safe side. I haven't got the results back of that. So those really are the only two things that she could see being wrong with my body as to why I'm so exhausted, aside from just being pregnant. So like I said, if you guys have any specific questions that you want to know about my pregnancy, about anything in general, leave them down below. I'd be happy to answer them either in the comments or in the next update. I'm pretty sure for Maddie's pregnancy, I only updated like every 3 to 4 weeks. So I'm going to try and update as much as I can. We'll kind of see. If you follow my daily vlogs, I talk about a lot of stuff in there. So, you know, if you want more in-depth on anything, definitely check out my daily vlogs. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this update. I know you guys had been waiting for it for so long, and I hope that you did enjoy it. And we'll see you in my next one. Bye. I forgot to show you guys a baby bump update. So this is 17 weeks. This is all super firm right here. Really firm. This is more jiggly. This is like the extra skin that I kind of accumulated from the last pregnancy, whereas this is like definitely turning super firm. So yeah, there you go.